Day 42. So just crashed out pretty much on the trail last night. I don't even know what time. Didn't make it too terribly far. I think we did 12 miles last night. It was an entertaining 12 miles, I'll give it that. So get 6 miles to go till Hikertown. I don't know what Hikertown is. Is it something somebody made for hikers? Is it a town really called Hikertown? I don't know, but we're gonna find out in 6 miles. So sun's starting to come up. Oh man, it's gonna get brutal out here, but you know that's why we night hike, so we can avoid most of this. So let's see if we can go into Hikertown and find a cup of coffee. Well, after I make a cup of coffee, I'm gonna go to Hikertown and see if they have coffee. That's how it works. Stay on trail or you will be shot. Literally, we just passed the date, so we're not gonna get shot today. About 3 miles out from Hikertown. Turns out it's a hostel, so it's probably not gonna be, you know, I was expecting maybe a little town for hikers. Who knows? Broke my backpack this morning. One of my main straps that holds my shoulder pad on. It kind of snapped, so I got tied in a knot. I'll see what I can do about that. Poor backpack's just falling apart. Been a pretty mellow day, you know, even with my, you know, addled mind. Just thinking about coffee and breakfast. I doubt we're gonna get any of that, but that's still my goal. Nothing changed there. But a mellow day for a walk, man. Much hotter than it was yesterday, so I'm glad we did all that night shit. We did pretty well. I mean, in another 3 miles, we will have done 40 miles in, what, 36 hours? 40 hours, maybe. So, I mean, fuck, with the hallucinogenics thrown in, that's pretty good time, actually. For us especially, that's like 20 plus days, man. Shit. And about last night, while I don't recommend hiking on hallucinogenics, of course I wouldn't. That's just dangerous. I highly suggest it. It was interesting as hell. I bonded with the trail, felt as one. There's a lot going on, there really was. I might try it again in the future, but I think alone next time. With nobody around, it'll make it just that much more interesting. But it was definitely a time to remember, man. And it didn't seem to slow my roll or mess me up too much. You know, I'm feeling a little out of sorts today, but no worse than when, you know, I have a few beers in me. And by that I mean just a few. I'm not feeling hungover or anything. Just a little sluggish. But it's a nice day to be sluggish on. I mean, look at this beauty around me. Yeah. So we are out of the hills. And we've hit the road.
Hikertown.
And Hikertown, USA is right there. Oh, cute. It's like a little west town. It's got a little hotel, a little sheriff's office. Oh, damn, I'm the sheriff in this here Potts. Let's go check this shit out. Hikertown, USA. It's a bunch of little itty bitty buildings with little facades on them to make it look like a little town. It's cute. I'm a fan already. Got a ride up to this little cafe up here by a man named Low and Slow. So we're gonna check out this little cafe and market. Tried to crash out here in the shade, but sleep just wouldn't come. I'm tired, but for some reason I can't fall asleep. So I guess the plan now is to ingest a buttload of coffee, and as soon as the sun starts going down, go for a nice long walk. This next section is supposed to follow a canal or an aquifer. It's supposed to be really exposed, hot, really dry, like a 16-mile walk. I did a minor resupply here. It's kind of expensive, and I didn't really need much. The next town is in like 40-ish miles, and I have plenty of food. I did buy an angel fruit cake. Love this stuff. I can squish it down all small, pack it out, but man, it is awesome stuff. So, no, that's the plan. Hikertown's not a bad place at all. They got these little shacks around that you can rent for like $10. There's this door across from me, a big metal door that's all locked. I'm really curious what's behind it. It's a good thing it's locked because I would totally peek inside. Just that, you know, freaky metal door makes me want to open it. Anyway, get my shit packed up, make some coffee, and start walking. Doesn't that door look inviting? It's a big old metal door, man. What's in there? I don't know. But they have it locked, so they stopped me from peeking my head in. Leaving the hiker town. Nice enough place. They let us just sleep here for free. If you want to stay in one of the places, you can pay a little bit. Each one's a little room. It's pretty cool. I mean, they got it going on here. I don't know what the full amenities are because I came here and just tried to sleep and failed at that. But $10 is not much. And while I'm on that, I've noticed that nobody donates. Okay, because these people don't do this for free. They do it out of the goodness of their heart. And it is nice to compensate them for this. I mean, you go to their houses, you eat their stuff, you shower, whatnot. But most of you, because I watch these tip jars, most of these places, me and Duck have been doing dishes and yard work and all sorts of stuff, and we still throw a few bucks in. But we watch, and most of you do not even, and you go there and you suck up resources and you leave. For shame, start donating, people. And soon as we leave, Duck found me another cup to my trekking pole, so my set is complete for free. Awesome. All right, so we're walking across the field. We're headed to some mountains over there. Or maybe not. Maybe some mountains over there. Who knows? Who knows? This trail is squirrely as hell. Sun is going down another hour or so. Our hope is to walk like, I think it's like, what is it, 12 miles to water? 16 and a half. That sounds much farther. But that is our goal before the sun comes up. We'll see how that goes. What I hear is that we walk the canal for like the next forever. So I guess this is what we do. What do you mean we don't have water? There's all this water right here.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You could fall in and die.
Oh, I'll drink that shit, man. Yeah, and quite often there's steps that lead into them. We just have to find those. Or a cup on a string. I got string in a cup. All sorts of stuff we can do to get that water, man. I'll hold your feet and you just lay over the edge. But anyway, this is the rest of our night. See, I knew it. There's a stair steps right there. It even has a freaking handrail because it's California. They gotta have handrails there. But if there's those on that side, then there'll be ones on this side. I probably shouldn't be carrying all this water on my back. But I'm afraid to ditch it for now.
We're pretty hammered. Off the back bottle.
Okay, so they got some interesting gate styles to come through. I don't know what that one's supposed to slow down, but look at this one. Like, oh, you can squeeze right through. What? That's the one I like. I don't even have to step over anything. That is a bat just soaring on the winds. Oh, you don't often see them out there in the day. Oh, I'm trying to keep them in the frame, but it is so hard. Not often do you see a bat just soaring on the winds like that. I thought he was a bird, but by shape, that is definitely not a bird. Oh, I wasn't recording. Oh. Alright, so we're totally walking on a tube in the wind. I don't know how long this tube goes on for, but it could be miles, we hear. Except there's barbed wire right in front of me. Oh, no, there's the way. But back to the tube in a moment. Alright, we shall resume our tube walking for several miles now. I expected the tube to be elevated, but this thing is a much more solid base to walk on than the dirt down there. The dirt down there is where I'm supposed to be walking, but it is sand. And up here, well, it's metal with some sand on it. So I guess it's pretty much the same, but it's cooler to walk up here. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, I'll be honest. I just want to walk up here because it feels cooler than walking down there. Yeah, I can admit it. We elected to get off the tube and just walk the trail down here. It is super windy up there. Kept trying to blow us off the edge. Down here, since that's way higher, is all nice and mellow. So yeah, a little bit of road walking. Well, by a little bit, I mean like 8 more miles. So we're about to have, I'll call it second coffee, but I don't know which coffee it is. But we're sitting here under an amazing canopy of stars that will not show up in video, but yeah, it's pretty cool looking in here. We're just sitting on a road, literally in the middle of nowhere. There happens to be blacktop below us. Oh, kind of strange. So we're just walking on an actual road. Got out of the wind, we're like, fuck it, let's have a cup of coffee. And we still got many more miles to do, but shit, road walking's not all that hard. Plus with these stars, man, it's very distracting. Gives us something to stare at. We don't have to look at our feet. No, it's PCT smooth, but you know, we're on blacktop. That's even slightly smoother than the PCT. It's a really nice night out here. You don't need any light to see, even though there's no moon. Since it's a road, it almost just glows, stands out at least. I can see why you'd want to do this at night, though. There is no cover. We would just be baking on this road if the sun was up. So I stand by our decision to do this at night. Pretty much perfect temperature, just slightly chilly, but I got this new set of merino wool underclothes. Found them in a hiker box. They're definitely girls stuff because, you know, you can just tell by the way they fit, but I'm a tiny guy, so they fit me really nice. So I'm just wearing those right now, tested them out, and I'm nice and warm in them. Now I've got 8 layers to wear when it gets cold. Lots of strange lights out here in the desert. So far most of them have turned out to be trailers. Evidently we're walking through a trailer park. And tons of Joshua trees. I bet this place is pretty beautiful during the day. Except, you know, for the cooking part. Well, you can see tons of Joshua trees silhouetted. Well, I can see them. You can't. For some reason, there's one pole sticking out of the road. Just right in the center of it. Just one steel pole cemented in there. And duck ran straight into it. One and only pole. Hit him pretty good, full speed, which is, you know, like 2-3 miles an hour on this road. Didn't see it coming. Anyway, so I said you could do this without a headlamp on, but realized there is stuff in the road. Every once in a while there's a huge concrete block that has water running underneath it that's really warm. All the super warm air is flowing out through the cracks. They'd be really good places to camp. Except for being so exposed, you know, as soon as the sun comes up, it's gonna nail you out here. As soon as it comes up, there's no mountains around. I mean, well, there's some, but they're kind of far away. But there's not a goddamn tree in sight. Nothing that can shade you anyway. So I opt to keep on walking. Try to find somewhere I can hide from the sun for the day. Well, we'll see how that goes. Every once in a while there's just a weird like low wall in the road. Definitely no driving on this road. Ugh. It's very shiny rock. It's starting to get chilly out here. We came upon a nifty bridge, so we're just gonna straight cowboy camp for a few hours, get a little sleep, and then head out before the sun comes up. I found a nice spot to bear bag. See how convenient is that? Got my water hanging. I think I'm actually gonna cook a little bit of food because I haven't done that in a while, and then get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep.